A couple of nights ago on Monday night, when it was a fairly hot day, I talked about the ozone problems that we have in our valleys and our cities and what it happens to it in the afternoon when the temperatures get really hot. And I had some viewers ask me, wait, I thought ozone was good. We needed ozone. Well, there's two different places we have ozone, and we'll talk about that right now. First of all, we have the ozone that happens down here in the lower elevations of the earth, the lower right around the surface. That's bad ozone. We don't want ozone in large quantities down here. It's a gas, and we don't want it down here in large quantities to breathe because it's actually toxic to our lungs. We don't want to be breathing ozone. So it doesn't happen very often where we get a lot of ozone, but in the summer when it heats up, we do. So what happens then is we also have a layer of ozone that's out here about 9 to 18 miles away from the surface of the earth in the top of the stratosphere. That's good ozone because what it does is it protects us from the UV rays, the ultraviolet rays that come from the sun. If we didn't have this layer of ozone, which we don't have to breathe because it's so far away, the earth would be sterile. I mean, everything would just be sterilized because of these UV rays. So we need that layer of ozone up in the higher elevations, up in the stratosphere, to protect us from the sun. And it does a good job, but we don't want that ozone down in the lower levels. What happens to get the ozone? Well, we get the hot temperatures, and we're actually forecasting some very hot temperatures. But I want to show you, first of all, how thin that layer of ozone is. It's about the thickness of 2 pennies put together. That stratosphere ozone layer is extremely thin, but it's so important. And where the ozone holes are, where we don't have enough ozone, it's about the thickness of a dime. So it's a very delicate balance. Ozone keeps us safe.